Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Unleash Your English. I'm Adam, and today I want to tell you something that can completely change the way you see your English. You don't need 5 years. You don't need 10 years. You just need 3 months of your life and full heart to see a real, powerful change in your English. Yes, 3 months, 90 days. It might sound short, but it can change everything if you use it the right way. I know, maybe you've tried before. Maybe you studied grammar for years and still felt stuck. Maybe you watched hundreds of videos and your English didn't move forward. You understood, but you couldn't speak. You learned words, but forgot them again. And maybe deep inside, you started to believe, I'm just not good at English. But I promise you, that is not true. You are not bad at English. You just never lived with English. You studied it, yes. You touched it, yes. But you didn't live inside it. And that's what these 3 months are about. Living in English. Breathing English. Feeling English every single day like it's part of your real life. Not a school subject. Not an exam. But a voice, a rhythm, a sound that stays with you from the moment you wake up until you close your eyes at night. 3 months can sound small, but small things done every day can create big change. Think of it like a tiny seed in the soil. On the first day, nothing happens. On the second day, still nothing. But if you water it every day, if you give it sunlight, after some time, it starts to grow. That's how English works too. Your 3-month journey is like that little seed. Every word you hear, every sentence you speak, every small thought in English, they are drops of water for your growth. Now you may ask, Tom, can I really change in 3 months? Is that real? And my answer is, absolutely yes. But only if you live it, not study it. These 3 months are not about perfect grammar or remembering big vocabulary lists. They are about connection, energy, and daily presence. You need to be inside English, not just around it. You need to hear it, speak it, think it, and feel it every single day. Let me tell you something I learned from thousands of learners. It's not the smartest ones who improve fastest. It's not the ones with perfect grammar or expensive books. It's the ones who stay close to English every day. They listen in the morning. They speak during the day. They think in English before sleeping. They do it even when they don't feel ready. They do it when they're tired. And one day, they realize something beautiful. English feels natural. 3 months is not magic. It's commitment. It's showing up again and again, even when no one is watching, even when you feel lazy or busy. Because real growth happens in those quiet moments. When you choose English over your comfort zone. When you pick the video, the podcast, the shadowing exercise instead of silence. That's when the transformation begins. So, let's imagine your 3 months together. It's the first day. You wake up. You hear English. Maybe this video. You say good morning in English to yourself. You describe your actions in English. You tell yourself, I am ready. I can do this. It feels strange at first, but slowly your brain starts to accept it. You're creating a new habit, a new environment inside your mind. After a few days, English words will start appearing in your thoughts. You'll hear them in songs, in conversations, in your head. You'll begin to understand more. You'll notice that your mouth moves faster when you speak. You'll catch yourself using phrases without thinking too much. That's progress, invisible but powerful. But I want to be honest with you. The first weeks will not be easy. You will feel confused sometimes. You might think, I don't understand anything. That's okay. That's not failure, that's learning. Confusion means your brain is working, stretching, adapting. It's like the first time you go to the gym. Your muscles hurt. You feel tired. But that pain is proof that you're growing stronger. Your English brain is the same. When you listen and don't understand, it's learning. When you speak and make mistakes, it's learning. When you forget and try again, it's learning. Every little action counts. Every small step builds your confidence. Every day of effort brings you closer to your 3-month transformation. I want you to remember one sentence. If you live in English, English will live in you. Say it again. Feel it. Believe it. This is your new rule. For the next 3 months, you will not just study English, you will live it. You will eat with English, walk with English, sleep with English. And by the end of these 90 days, you won't just speak better. You will feel different. You will feel confident. You will feel proud. You will feel free. So, my friends, are you ready for this journey? Are you ready to make English your world for 3 months? Stay with me till the end, because I will show you exactly how to do it, step by step, day by day. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to live in English every single day, no matter where you are. This is your time. This is your chance. Let's begin. Chapter 2. Living in English. Every day. All right, my friends, let's begin. I want you to imagine something. Imagine you wake up in the morning, and English is already with you. You hear it before you even open your eyes. Maybe it's a podcast. Maybe it's a YouTube video like this one. Or maybe it's just your favorite English song playing softly in the background. You are not forcing yourself to study. You are just letting English live around you. That is the secret. That is what I call living in English. Living in English means that English is not only a subject in your notebook. It is not only something you do when you sit down to study. It becomes part of your real life. It moves with you. It stays with you. You don't wait for a classroom or a perfect study time. You create your own English environment wherever you are. When you live in English, you make it a habit. You do not ask yourself if you feel ready. You do not ask if you have enough time. You just do it. You listen while you brush your teeth. You talk to yourself when you make breakfast. You read a few English words while you wait for the bus. You think in English when you walk to work or school. These small things are not small at all. They build the foundation of your fluency. I know what many learners say. Tom, I have no one to talk to. I have no teacher. I have no time. But my friend, you have something even more powerful. You have yourself. You can talk to yourself. You can make your room your classroom. You can turn your phone into your teacher. You can make every moment an English moment. Here is how you start. Begin your day with English. The first sound you hear after you wake up should be English. It could be a short video, a podcast, or even a few sentences you read aloud. When you begin your day with English, you tell your brain that English is important. You prepare your mind to think in English for the rest of the day. Next, carry English with you. When you go out, keep English in your ears. Listen when you walk. when you travel, or when you wait in line. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain is learning. It is collecting sounds, rhythms, and patterns. Every time you listen, you are training your mind. You are feeding your English brain. Now, during the day, do not stay silent. Speak to yourself in English. Describe what you are doing. For example, say to yourself, "I'm opening the door. I'm cleaning the table. I'm drinking water." These sentences are simple, but they are powerful. They train your mouth. They make English a living language inside you. You do not need anyone else to practice. You only need courage to start. When you read something during the day, try to choose even a small part in English. Maybe an article, maybe a few sentences from a story, maybe even a comment on social media. Reading keeps your brain thinking visually in English. It helps you see how sentences are built. It shows you how words live together. At night, before bed, finish your day with English again. Do not end your day with your native language. Read one paragraph in English. Watch a short video, or just talk to yourself for a few minutes about your day. Say, "Today I listened to English. Today I spoke more confidently. Today I made progress." These sentences are not only practice, they are motivation. They remind you that you are growing. You see, living in English does not mean you study all day. It means you invite English into your life like a friend. You don't push it. You don't fight it. You let it stay with you. You let it walk with you. You let it speak through you. In the beginning, it might feel strange. You might forget. You might feel shy. But soon, English will become natural. You will start to think in English without trying. You will start to understand words before you translate them. That is the moment you know English is no longer something outside you. It has become part of you. If you can live in English for one day, you can do it for 1 week. If you can do it for 1 week, you can do it for 1 month. And if you can do it for 3 months, you will change your English completely. It will no longer be something you learn, it will be something you live. So, my friends, do not wait for the perfect environment. Create it. Your room, your phone, your time, your voice. They are all tools for your English life. Let every day be a small step. Let every moment be a chance to practice. English is not somewhere far away. It is right here with you. You only need to open the door and let it in. In the next chapter, we will talk about one of the strongest ways to live in English. It is something simple but powerful. It is listening. Listening is how your brain eats English. Listening is how you feed your fluency. And I will show you exactly how to use it every single day to grow fast. So stay with me, keep your heart open, and let's continue this journey together. Chapter 3. Listening like it's oxygen. All right, my friends, welcome back. You are doing amazing. You are still here, still learning, still growing. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful parts of your 3-month English change. Listening. Listening is not just a skill, it is food for your brain. It is air for your learning. Without listening, your English will stay weak. With listening, your English will begin to breathe, to live, and to grow. Think about this for a moment. When a baby learns a language, does it start by speaking? No. It starts by listening. The baby listens to voices every single day. The baby listens even when it doesn't understand a single word. It listens to sounds, rhythm, and emotion. and slowly, those sounds turn into meaning. That is how you learned your first language, and that is how you will truly learn English too. So, the first step is simple. You must listen to English every single day. It does not matter if it is 10 minutes or 1 hour. The time is not as important as the habit. What matters is that your brain keeps hearing English. Every word, every sound, every sentence you listen to becomes a small part of your new English world. When you wake up, play something in English. It can be a podcast, a video, or even a story. While you make your morning coffee or tea, let English fill the air. When you walk outside, put your earphones in and listen again. When you clean your room, let English play softly in the background. When you rest, listen to a short story or an easy video. These moments are not wasted time, they are building blocks of your fluency. Now, many learners make one big mistake. They try to understand every word. They pause, they get stuck, and then they feel frustrated because they do not understand everything. My friend, that is not how your brain learns a language. You don't need to understand every single word. You just need to listen with your heart open. You need to feel the sound, the rhythm, the melody of English. Let the words wash over you like music. Little by little, your brain will start to catch meaning on its own. In the first week, you might understand only 1 or 2 words in a sentence. That is perfectly fine. After 2 or 3 weeks, you will understand phrases. After 1 month, you will understand sentences. And by the end of 3 months, you will begin to understand stories. You will not even realize when it happens. One day, you will be listening, and suddenly, you will understand everything. It will feel like magic, but it will not be magic. It will be your daily effort paying off. Listening every day trains your brain to think faster. It helps you understand accents, speed, and emotion. It connects you with real English, the English that people use in life. You will hear how native speakers connect words, how they pause, how they express emotion. These are things no textbook can teach you. If you want to make your listening even more powerful, try shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to a sentence and then repeat it right away. You copy the rhythm, the tone, and the feeling. You don't translate. You don't overthink. You just follow the sound. This method is one of the fastest ways to improve both your listening and speaking together. At first, it might feel strange. You might laugh at yourself. But keep going. After a few days, your mouth will move more easily. After a few weeks, your pronunciation will become more natural. After a few months, you will feel confident when you speak. Another secret is to choose what you love. If you enjoy music, listen to English songs. If you like movies, watch scenes with subtitles. If you love stories, listen to English audiobooks for beginners. The more you love what you hear, the more your brain will remember it. When your heart enjoys it, your mind learns it faster. Remember, listening is not only about your ears, it is about your attention. It is about being present. If you listen with your body, but your mind is somewhere else, you will not grow. But if you truly listen, with your mind focused, with your heart open, English will enter your life like air. You will start to breathe it naturally. So from today, make listening your daily habit. Do not skip it. Even 5 minutes counts. 5 minutes of listening every day is better than 2 hours once a week. Small steps create big changes. Your ears are the door to your fluency. Open them every day. Chapter 4. Speak even when you're alone. Welcome back, my friends. I am proud of you. You are still here, still learning, still moving forward. You have been listening to English, feeling the rhythm, catching new words, and training your ears. But now it is time to use your voice. Listening fills your brain, but speaking makes English come alive. Without speaking, your words stay trapped inside your head. When you speak, those words begin to breathe. Many learners tell me, Tom, I understand English, but I cannot speak. I always smile because I know the problem. You do not speak enough. You wait for the perfect time. You wait for a partner. You wait for a class. You wait for courage. But that perfect time never comes. The truth is simple. The best time to speak is always now. You do not need a native speaker. You do not need a teacher. You can start right here, right now, even if you are alone. Speaking alone is not strange. It is smart. It is powerful. It is how many great learners became fluent. When you speak to yourself, there is no pressure. There is no fear of mistakes. There is no one to judge you. You are free to experiment. You are free to play with words. You are free to build your confidence. So how can you start? Begin with small sentences. Describe what you are doing. When you wake up, say out loud, I am getting out of bed. When you brush your teeth, say, I am brushing my teeth. When you eat breakfast, say, I am eating eggs. I am drinking tea. These sentences sound simple, but they are powerful. They train your tongue. They make your mouth comfortable with English sounds. They teach your brain to connect thought and speech. After a few days, add feelings and opinions. Say, I feel happy today. I feel tired. I like this song. I do not like this food. These are the sentences you will use in real life. They are the foundation of daily conversation. When you talk to yourself, you prepare for real conversations without even knowing it. If you want to make your practice stronger, use a mirror. Look at yourself while you speak. Pretend you are talking to another person. Watch your mouth move. Watch your eyes. Notice your expression. When you look at yourself, you train confidence. You teach your brain that speaking English is safe. Many learners feel nervous when others look at them. The mirror helps you face that fear in a comfortable way. Now let me tell you about shadowing. It is one of my favorite speaking methods. Choose a short video or an audio clip. Listen to one sentence, then repeat it immediately out loud. Try to copy the tone, the rhythm, and the feeling. Do not worry if your pronunciation is not perfect. What matters is that your mouth moves. Your brain learns faster when it hears your own voice. Do this every day, even for 5 minutes. Slowly, your pronunciation will improve. Your words will become smoother. Your confidence will grow. At first, you may feel shy or silly. You may think, why am I talking to myself? But remember, all successful English speakers started somewhere. They practiced in their rooms, in front of mirrors, while walking, cooking, or driving. Speaking alone is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of commitment. It means you are serious about your dream. There will be moments when you cannot find the right words. That is normal. Do not stop. Use the words you already know. If you forget one word, describe it using another. For example, if you forget pillow, you can say, the soft thing I put my head on. You are still communicating. You are still thinking in English. That is how your brain grows stronger. The key is to speak every day, even for a few minutes. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for perfection. Speak when you feel confident, and speak when you do not. Speak when you are happy, and speak when you are tired. The more you speak, the easier it becomes. Your tongue will move naturally. Your sentences will come faster. Your brain will stop translating. I want you to remember something very important. Fluency is not about speaking fast. Fluency is about speaking freely. When you speak without fear, that is fluency. When you can express your ideas, even in simple words, that is fluency. You do not need to sound perfect. You only need to sound real. So, my friend, from today, promise yourself to speak English every single day. Talk to yourself. Talk to the mirror. Talk to your phone. Record your voice. Listen again. Smile at your progress. Be proud of every word that comes out of your mouth. Chapter 5. Think in English. The Real Shift. Welcome back, my friends. You have been listening, speaking, and living with English every day. You are building habits that make your mind stronger. Now it is time to go even deeper. This part is not only about what you hear or say, it is about what happens inside your head. This is where real change begins. The moment you start to think in English, everything becomes easier. Speaking becomes faster. Listening becomes smoother. Understanding becomes natural. Most learners make one big mistake. They try to translate everything in their heads. They hear a word in English, they change it into their language, and then they understand it. Or they think of a sentence in their language and try to change it into English before speaking. That translation step is what keeps you slow. It is like a heavy wall between your thoughts and your words. If you want to become fluent, you have to break that wall. You have to start thinking directly in English. Now you may say, Tom, how can I think in English if I do not know enough words? The answer is simple. Start with the words you already know. You do not need many. You can think simple and still be powerful. For example, when you see the sun, just say in your mind, the sun is bright. When you feel hungry, say, I am hungry. When you see someone smiling, think, she is happy. These short sentences are small exercises for your brain. Every time you think in English, even for 1 second, your mind gets stronger. You can practice this anywhere. When you walk outside, describe what you see. The road is busy. The car is red. The sky is clear. When you are at home, describe what you are doing. I am cooking rice. I am cleaning my desk. I am reading a book. When you feel an emotion, express it in English. I feel lazy. I feel excited. I feel proud. These sentences connect your thoughts and your language. They make English a part of your thinking system. At first, your brain will try to go back to your old language. It will feel easier to translate. But do not let it. Be patient. Push a little. Keep thinking in English, even if it feels strange. You are building new roads in your brain. Every thought in English is like laying a brick on that road. The more you do it, the smoother that road becomes. After some weeks, you will notice something amazing. You will catch yourself thinking in English without trying. There is a simple exercise that helps a lot. Take 5 minutes every day and tell yourself, now I will think only in English. For those 5 minutes, do not allow any other language in your mind. Ask yourself easy questions. What will I do today? What do I want to eat? Who will I talk to? Then answer them in English, even if your sentences are not perfect. You are not doing a test. You are training your mind. The goal is not perfection. The goal is connection. Another powerful idea is to replace your thoughts with English affirmations. When you feel nervous, think, I can do it. When you feel slow, think, I am improving. When you make mistakes, think, I am learning. These sentences may sound simple, but they change your energy. They create a positive voice in your mind. They make English feel safe, warm, and friendly. That feeling is very important because your brain learns faster when it feels good. Thinking in English is not something that happens overnight. It grows slowly, like a plant. You need to water it every day with listening, speaking, and reading. You need to give it light with your motivation. You need to protect it from negative thoughts. If you do this, one day you will realize you are not translating anymore. You will realize English has become your inner voice. That is the moment you will truly feel free. Remember, you do not have to be perfect. You just have to be present. You do not have to know everything. You just have to keep going. Thinking in English is not about speed. It is about training your brain to see the world through English. And when that happens, English will not just be a skill you learn, it will be a part of who you are. So, my friend, from now on, make it your daily rule. Speak in English. Listen in English. And most importantly, think in English. Because when your thoughts change, your life changes. Chapter 6. Stay strong when it feels hard. Welcome back, my friends. You are doing something amazing. You are walking a path that many people are afraid to walk. You are choosing to learn a language, to open your mind, to grow. But let me be honest with you. This journey is not always easy. There will be days when you feel tired. There will be days when you listen and do not understand. There will be days when you speak and the words come out wrong. You may even feel like giving up. And that is exactly what we are going to talk about today. Every learner meets this moment. It is the point where motivation starts to fall. The first week feels exciting. The second week feels good. But somewhere around the third or fourth week, you start to feel heavy. You start to think, why is it still so hard? Why am I not fluent yet? You compare yourself with others. You see people speaking faster and you feel small. But listen carefully. That feeling is not failure. That feeling is growth. It is the part where your brain is changing. You just cannot see it yet. Learning a language is like climbing a mountain. The first part is easy, because you are full of energy. You can see the view below. You feel proud. But as you go higher, the air becomes thinner. Your legs start to hurt. You look up and the top still looks far away. At that moment, many people stop. They say, it's too far, I can't do it. But the truth is, that is when they are the closest to success. Just a few more steps, and they would see the view from the top. That is what happens with English too. When you feel tired, it means you are close to breaking through. So, what can you do when it feels hard? The first thing is to remember your reason. Why did you start learning English? Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to work abroad. Maybe you want to study, make friends, or feel confident in your own voice. Whatever your reason is, hold it close to your heart. Write it down. Say it out loud. Let it remind you of why this journey matters. The second thing is to take small steps. When you feel low, don't push yourself too hard. Listen for 5 minutes. Speak one sentence. Read a few lines. Do something small, but do not stop. Because once you stop completely, it becomes harder to start again. Even a little progress is still progress. Remember, consistency beats intensity. A few minutes every day are more powerful than a few hours once a week. The third thing is to forgive yourself. You will make mistakes. You will forget words. You will have bad days. That is okay. Nobody becomes fluent without failure. Every mistake is a teacher. Every struggle is a lesson. When you fall, stand up again. When you forget, repeat again. When you doubt yourself, look back and see how far you have already come. You are not where you started. You are stronger now. Another powerful idea is to surround yourself with encouragement. Watch people who inspire you. Listen to stories of learners who succeeded. Read comments from others who are walking the same road. You are not alone in this journey. There are millions of people around the world learning English just like you. Some are tired, some are scared, some are brave, but all are moving forward. You are part of this big family. And most importantly, take care of your mind. Do not let negative thoughts win. When your mind says, I can't answer, I can. When your mind says, it's too late, answer, it's my time. When your mind says, I'm not good enough, answer, I'm getting better every day. These words are not just sentences, they are power. They are the energy that keeps you going when everything feels hard. One day, you will look back and you will be proud of yourself for not giving up. You will remember the nights you studied when you were tired. You will remember the mornings you listened when you wanted to sleep. You will remember the days you spoke even when no one was there to listen. And you will smile because all those small actions created something big. They created your fluency. Remember this truth, my friend. Growth is not supposed to feel easy. The pain you feel today is the strength you will feel tomorrow. Every hard day is a step forward. Every struggle is a sign that you are changing. If you stay strong, if you keep walking, English will stop being difficult. It will start to feel natural, earthen. So, keep your heart strong. Keep your purpose alive. Keep your eyes on the goal. You have already come this far. You can go further. The mountain may be high, but the view at the top is beautiful. You just have to keep climbing. Chapter 7. Your 3-month transformation starts now. Welcome back, my friends. You have listened, you have spoken, you have thought in English, and you have learned how to stay strong when it feels hard. Now it is time to bring it all together. This is the final step. This is the moment when everything connects. For the last 3 months, you have not just been studying English. You have been building a new version of yourself. You have created habits, discipline, and confidence. You have changed the way your mind works, and now, the results are beginning to appear. Look at yourself today. You are not the same person who started this journey. You understand more words. You speak more naturally. You think faster. You make mistakes, but you do not stop. You listen with curiosity. You speak with courage. You feel proud of the small steps you take every day. That is transformation. Real change does not always shout loudly. Sometimes it grows quietly, deep inside you, until one day you realize that English is no longer something outside you. It lives inside you now. When you began, maybe you doubted yourself. Maybe you thought 3 months was too short. But now you see it as possible. Because every day, you stayed close to English. You made it part of your mornings, your afternoons, your nights. You listened while cooking, walking, cleaning, or resting. You spoke even when you were alone. You thought in English even when it was difficult. You stayed strong when you wanted to quit. All of that effort built something powerful inside you. 3 months can truly change your English when you live with it. You do not need to move to another country. You do not need expensive courses. You only need to be present every day. You only need to care. The learners who grow fast are not always the ones with the most resources. They are the ones who care deeply. They are the ones who decide to show up again and again. You have done that. Now, what happens after these 3 months? The answer is simple. You continue. You keep this lifestyle. English is no longer just your goal. It is part of your daily life. You wake up and hear it. You think in it. You speak in it. You feel it. It becomes your friend, your tool, your bridge to the world. You no longer study English because you have made it a part of who you are. There will still be challenges ahead. You will still forget words. You will still meet new grammar and get confused. But now you know how to face those moments. You know that confusion is not the end. It is the beginning of deeper understanding. You know that every mistake is progress. You know that every difficult day is a training day for your future fluency. You know that growth never stops. So what should you do next? Keep listening every morning. Keep talking to yourself when you can. Keep reading a little every night. Keep thinking in English whenever possible. Keep enjoying the process. Do not wait for motivation to appear. Create it through action. Motivation grows when you move. Remember that the real victory is not only in speaking English fluently, it is in becoming the kind of person who does not give up. It is in proving to yourself that you can learn anything if you stay consistent. When you learn English, you are also learning patience, courage, and focus. These lessons will help you far beyond language. They will help you in life. So, my friends, your 3-month transformation begins now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. You already have everything you need. You have your voice, your ears, your mind, and your heart. You can do this. The first step is to live in English today. The second step is to do it again tomorrow. The third step is to keep going until it feels natural. If you stay true to this path, one day soon, you will wake up and realize something beautiful. You will be thinking in English without effort. You will be speaking confidently without fear. You will understand stories, movies, and conversations. And you will smile because you will remember this moment, this day, when you decided to change. So let this be your moment. Take a deep breath and say it with me. I can change my English in 3 months. Say it again with belief. I can change my English in 3 months. Because it is true. You have the power. You have the time. You have the heart. Thank you for joining me on this journey, my friends. I am proud of you. You are not just learning English. You are transforming yourself. Keep going. Keep listening. Keep speaking. Keep believing. And never forget, English will grow with you as long as you live with it every day. Transformation. Now, go out there and begin your 3-month English transformation. Your new life in English starts today. If this video inspired you, don't stop here. Start your own 3-month English challenge today. Speak, listen, think, and live in English every single day. Leave a comment below and tell me when you're starting your journey. And if you want more lessons like this, like the video, subscribe, and keep growing with Unleash Your English.